Before skyscrapers, before highways, before the United States even existed, there were small settlements clinging to coastlines, surviving storms, wars, disease, and uncertainty. Places built with wood, stone, and faith. Towns older than the country itself. Some were founded before the Declaration of Independence, some before the Pilgrims even arrived, and some still stand today, their streets holding stories older than the nation. Tonight, we're traveling back in time to the 10 oldest towns in the United States, places where American history didn't just happen, it began. 10. Plymouth. In 1620, a ship called the Mayflower crossed the Atlantic. Its passengers were seeking religious freedom. They landed in Plymouth. The first winter was brutal. Nearly half did not survive. But the colony endured. Today, Plymouth is often called America's hometown. Here you'll find Plymouth Rock and a replica of the Mayflower. But beyond tourism, this is where one of the earliest permanent English settlements took root. History here feels close, personal, fragile. 9. Hampton. Founded in 1610, Hampton is one of the oldest continuously inhabited English settlements in America. It survived attacks, fires, and the Civil War. It sits along the Chesapeake Bay, strategic and valuable. Fort Monroe stands as a reminder of its military importance. Hampton isn't just old, it's resilient. 8. Newport. Newport began as a colonial settlement. Over time, it became a symbol of wealth. Gilded Age mansions line its coast, but beneath the luxury lies a deep colonial past. Newport was once a major seaport in the Atlantic trade. Old churches, narrow streets. The past lives here in architecture. 7. Albany. Before New York City became powerful, Albany was already thriving. Originally a Dutch settlement called Fort Orange, it became a fur trading powerhouse. Sitting along the Hudson River, Albany grew into a political center. Today, it's the capital of New York. Its roots trace back over 400 years. 6. Gloucester. Gloucester is America's oldest seaport, founded in 1623. Fishing built this town. Generations risked their lives at sea. Storms claimed ships. Memorials honor lost fishermen. The ocean shaped Gloucester's identity, and it still does. 5. Santa Fe. Founded in 1610 by Spanish settlers, Santa Fe predates many East Coast towns. Adobe buildings, southwestern architecture, it is the oldest state capital in the United States. Spanish, Native American, and Mexican influences blend here. The city feels ancient, different, timeless. 4. Jamestown. Jamestown was the first permanent English settlement in America, founded in 1607. The early years were brutal: starvation, conflict, disease. But Jamestown laid the foundation for English America. Without Jamestown, the story of the United States might look very different. 3. St. Augustine. Founded in 1565 by Spanish explorers, St. Augustine is the oldest continuously inhabited European established city in the continental United States. That's nearly 60 years before Plymouth. Its fortress, Castillo de San Marcos, still stands. Stone walls that have seen centuries, pirates, wars, empires, and yet this city survives. 2. Taos. While European settlement dates to the early 1600s, Taos Pueblo has been continuously inhabited for over 1,000 years. Yes, 1,000. Multi-story adobe structures built by Native American communities still lived in today. It reminds us that American history didn't begin in 1607. It began long before. 1. Acoma Pueblo. High on a mesa in New Mexico sits Acoma Pueblo, often called Sky City. Founded around 1150, that's nearly 900 years before the United States became a country. Perched on a sandstone cliff, it has survived centuries of change. Empires rose and fell, borders shifted, nations formed, and Acoma remained. America is young, but parts of it are ancient. These towns are more than tourist destinations. They are living timelines, proof that history isn't something locked in books. It's still standing, still breathing. If you could walk the streets of one of these towns tomorrow, which would you choose? Comment below. And if you enjoy exploring the forgotten corners of American history, subscribe, because next time we're going even further back.